SpaceX's insane new plan to visit Mars in 2024. Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, has had a long-held dream of constructing a settlement on Mars. It would be self-sustaining, have a population of 1 million people, and would turn humanity into a multi-planet species. It's Musk's most ambitious project yet, and one that might keep him busy for the next 3 decades. But before that comes a huge hurdle: building and launching a manned spaceship to the red planet. Today we're going to talk about Elon Musk's insane new plan to visit Mars within the next 2 years. Even though the thought's exciting, it does raise a very important question in all our minds. Can a Starship reach Mars by 2024? Well, stick around as we reveal the answer to this and much more regarding SpaceX's imminent mission to Mars. So let's begin the video. If all goes according to plan, SpaceX will reach a major milestone in its journey to Mars this year. The company's working on a massive rocket called Starship that'll aid in the colonization of Mars and a range of other ambitious exploration projects. SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk claimed that while Starship prototypes have only made a few low-altitude jumps off Earth's surface so far, the spacecraft is on track to earn orbital wings shortly. On February 10th, during a live-streamed Starship update from Starbase, SpaceX's facility in South Texas in the Gulf Coast hamlet of Boca Chica Village, Musk claimed that he is very sure that the company would reach orbit this year. But what gives him such great confidence? Well, the answer is in this amazing piece of technology that SpaceX has been working on that'll make the journey to the fiery planet. Starship is a spacecraft being developed by SpaceX to transport passengers and goods to the Moon, Mars, and other deep space destinations. The system consists of 2 components: the Super Heavy first stage booster and the Starship upper stage spaceship. A Starship vehicle stands roughly 390 feet tall when fully stacked. The previous record holder was NASA's Saturn V moon rocket, which stood 363 feet tall. According to Musk, the thrust of the Starship will be more than twice that of the classic Saturn V. Both the Super Heavy and the Starship are built to be fully and quickly reusable, a cost-cutting innovation that Musk and SpaceX think will revolutionize spaceflight and exploration. If all goes well, each Starship vehicle will be able to launch from Earth's surface every 6 to 8 hours, and each Super Heavy will be able to launch every hour or so, on missions delivering up to 150 tons of payload to orbit, Musk claimed. With such high flight rates, per-mission costs would be drastically reduced. According to Musk, the cost of a flight may be as low as $1 million each flight. By space standards, these are ridiculously low figures. Mars colonization, a long-held objective of both Musk and SpaceX, becomes a viable possibility if Starship can even come close to those cost and cadence statistics. According to the millionaire entrepreneur, humanity will need to carry around 1 million tons of material to Mars to build a self-sustaining city. Musk claims that the Starship is capable of doing so, and he believes it should be done as quickly as possible. The window of opportunity may be open for a long time, but might equally be closed quickly. That window, which Musk referred to as a launch opportunity for a mission to Mars, occurs every 26 months. In July of 2020, NASA, China, and the United Arab Emirates all launched missions to Mars. The next window will open in 2022, with Musk pointing to a possible Mars launch in 2024. SpaceX's latest Raptor engine powers the Super Heavy and Starship. Raptor was built with Mars in mind. The engine runs on liquid oxygen and liquid methane, both of which can be found on the red planet, according to Musk. However, if everything goes according to schedule, Starship will travel to the Moon before reaching Mars. In 2018, SpaceX revealed that Yusaku Maezawa, a Japanese billionaire, had booked a round-the-moon journey on Starship, which might fly as early as next year. NASA chose Starship as the first crewed lander for its Artemis moon exploration program in April 2022. The Artemis 3 mission, which is scheduled to launch in 2025 or thereabouts, will use the SpaceX vehicle to land NASA people on the moon. Musk's February presentation was his first in-depth Starship update in over 2 years. He previously provided one in September of 2019. As a result, he had some new information to share. For example, Musk stated that Super Heavy will have 33 Raptors in the future, up from the previous number of 29. According to Musk, the final Starship vehicle will likely get a power boost as well, going from 6 Raptors to 9. He spoke in front of Booster 4 and Ship 20, the fully stacked Starships that'll perform the program's maiden orbital test flight. SpaceX hopes to have the vehicle ready to fly by the end of the month, when the United States Federal Aviation Administration completes its environmental review of Starbase. Musk expressed confidence that the FAA will not recommend producing a lengthy and time-consuming environmental impact statement and that the assessment will go SpaceX's way. However, if the agency decides that an EIS is needed, SpaceX has a few flight options. According to Musk, the business already has the required clearances to launch Starship from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida, though it still needs to construct a launch and catch tower there. By dropping freshly launched Super Heavy boosters down directly on the launch mount, SpaceX hopes to increase Starship flight rates. So in the worst-case scenario, SpaceX will be delayed for 6 to 8 months while they build up the Cape launch tower and launch from there, Musk said, referring to Cape Canaveral, Florida. And Starbase and KSC won't be the only places where Starships will be launched. SpaceX is converting 2 decommissioned deepwater oil rigs into offshore launch pads named after Mars' 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. By the end of the year, Musk added, the business hopes to have a full launch capability on one of the platforms, as well as at Starbase and KSC. However, the first few orbital flights of Starship may not go exactly as planned. A few crashes are to be expected during the program's early test campaign, Musk added. Along the road, SpaceX expects to lose a couple of automobiles. He was referring to SpaceX's workhorse Falcon 9 rocket, which has aced almost 100 booster landings too far. With the Falcon 9, it took the company 14 or 15 attempts to successfully land the first booster, Musk pointed out. So are you guys enjoying the video? So where does that leave the final timeline of the entire SpaceX Mars operation? Has SpaceX only planned till 2024, or have they planned more missions beyond this year as well? We have all the answers, but do you? So while you think, do subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to receive instant notification about all our future videos. 2023 Moon Mission. Japanese millionaire Yaisuke Maezawa and a group of travelers will embark on a visit to the moon. It'll take 3 days to reach the moon and 3 days to return on the 6-day journey. 2024 Moon Surface. NASA revealed in April that it had selected SpaceX to build the lunar lander for the planned Artemis mission. This will send the first man and woman to the moon's surface. The astronauts will be transported between Orion's spaceship and the surface aboard SpaceX's ship. It's questionable whether the Artemis mission will reach this deadline, as NASA believes 2025 is a more realistic deadline. 2026 Mission to Mars. Musk announced a proposal in 2017 to launch the first cargo ships to Mars by 2022. Musk labeled the timeline as aspirational at the time. Musk intends to transport the first humans to Mars the next time the 2 planets get near enough. Musk has long advocated for humanity to create a permanent and self-sustaining presence on Mars to secure the continuation of consciousness as we know it, if Earth is rendered uninhabitable by a nuclear war or an asteroid hit. This mission's success will mark a big step forward in SpaceX's plans to help extend humanity's footprint out into the final frontier. So, will Elon Musk meet his ambition for the Mars mission, or is this yet another idealistic prediction made by the eccentric billionaire? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to watch more of our amazing videos, then stay tuned.